I'm Berks County Commissioner Christian Leinbach, and I want to welcome you to the Commissioners Board meeting agenda for May the 4th be with you. It's Star Wars Day. So we are broadcasting live on Microsoft Teams live event, BCTV, Facebook, and YouTube Live. We'll begin the meeting with a moment of silence, followed by a pledge to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Are there any additions or corrections to the April 27th meeting minutes? Hearing none, the minutes will stand approved as presented. We did have an executive session yesterday dealing with personnel, litigation, security, and real estate. At this time, I'll recognize my executive assistant, Anne Marie Grill, to read the public comment policy.
Thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by limitations of the platform being used, Teams Q&A, Facebook, YouTube. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the discretion of the board. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting. It should not be considered to be interactive dialogue with the commissioners. The county solicitor shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any commissioner response to public comment will be done at the discretion of the commissioners.
There are no public comments on the agenda in person or online, so we will move forward with our agenda. Adopt a resolution authorizing 2023 transfers in the amount of $61,397 and 2023 appropriations in the amount of $192,801 per listing dated April the 28th of 2023. There are 3 items under Human Resources. Item 1, authorize the promotion of Amy Eckert from Client Services Coordinator to Office Manager in the Public Defender's Office. Item 2, authorize the promotion of Suzanne Baer from Part-Time Switchboard Operator to Office Support 2, Management Confidential at the Berksheim. And item 3, authorize the promotion of Bradley Roberts from Lieutenant to Deputy Warden Custody at the Berks County Jail. There's one item listed under the Commissioners. Adopt a resolution authorizing the Chair to execute the addendum to the Memorandum of Understanding between the County of Berks and SEIU Healthcare Pennsylvania Union, amending the existing MOU concerning sick time for pool position employees. Item 2, a motion to authorize execution of contract agreements and amendments as set forth on the contract agenda listing dated May 1 of 2023. There are a total of 28 contracts, 1 with the Area Agency on Aging, 2 with Career Link, 6 with Children and Youth Services, 17 with Court Administration, and 2 with Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities. Item 3, a motion to authorize execution of the payments and electronic transfers as set forth on the Controller's Office voucher listing dated May the 4th of 2023. And item 4, a motion to authorize execution of employee payroll disbursements dated May 9th of 2023.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
The motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The motion is carried. We'll move now to reports of our Treasurer and Controller. We'll begin with our Acting County Treasurer, Socrates Georgiadis.
How about
Go
that?
ahead, Sock.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Good. Sorry about that. We have an opening balance of $250,932,714.64, a balance to clear of $2,625,917.59, leaving the county with a balance of $248,306,797.05.
Okay, thank you very much, Sock. Nothing you said, nothing you did. Something else occurred during your presentation, which was pretty funny.
And it was funny to look at.
If the individuals listening, they'll know it was pretty funny, although they might not have thought it was that funny.
Like I said, funny to watch.
So with that said, we'll move to our controller report, and we have Grozna Nikiel here to give the controller's report. Grozna.
Good morning, everyone. Accounts payable total cash disbursements amounted to $8,955.50.15. And we also received permission to disperse payroll, which is scheduled for Tuesday, May 9th, in the amount of $4,926,547.20.
Thank you very much. We'll move now to our Chief Operations Officer, Kevin Barnhart.
Thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. I'm usually the one that lightens the room, but I guess there were other people involved in that today.
Yes.
As always, we want to recognize the promotions, Amy Eckert in the Public Defender's Office, Suzanne Baer in the Berks Heim, and especially Bradley Roberts from Lieutenant to Deputy Warden of Custody at the jail. I had the pleasure of being part of the interview panel for the applicants for that position with the warden, HR specialist, Kelly Stumpf, Lehigh County warden, and myself. It was very, very intense and thorough process. So I believe the team made the right conclusion in promoting Bradley Roberts and welcome him to the team at the jail. That's all I have.
Thank you very much. Moving on to commissioner reports, we'll begin with Commissioner Michael Rivera.
Yes, thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. Just a couple of items here. First of all, this morning I was able to attend the Berks County Treatment Court, the yearly graduation ceremony, and the DUI court, the 20th anniversary. They had the celebration. Actually, they're still going on till about 10:30 this morning here at the Services Center. But it was great to see there were 22 graduates this year from the program. And they're celebrating 20 years of people going through the DUI court program. These programs are meant to help people restore their lives. It's not about putting them in jail and locking them up there. It's about how can we help these people? How can we restore them? How can we get them back to being able to lead a normal life? So I want to take a moment to thank some of the people involved in this program. Judge Eleni Geishauser, she is the presiding judge for the DUI treatment court, done an excellent job. She has a heart and a passion for what she does. And Senior Judge Stephen Lieberman, who is the judge for the Drug, Mental Health, and Veterans Treatment Court. So I just want to share some statistics that were shared there this morning. In the Veterans Court, in a 2-year look-back period, there has been 0% recidivism. So the people that completed the court, what the court mandated, because it's not about giving them a free out of jail card. There's a program and a process that they have to go to. Sometimes this takes years. So there's doing a 2-year look back on the VA court. There's a 0% recidivism, which I think is absolutely amazing. When you look at recidivism rates for the DUI treatment court for the successful charges, looking through the period of 2016 through 2021, and a look back period of 2% recidivism. And if you look at the recidivism rates for DUI treatment court within 2 years of discharge by discharge year, you're looking at in 2017, it was 6%, 2018, it was 6%, 2019, it was 9%, 2020, it was 6%, And as of now, 2021, which there's still 7 months to go on that look back period, 2021 is at 0%. The national average for this is 16%. So Berks County is doing an amazing job in taking people and helping them go through a process and restore their lives. And one other, let me see, those are the numbers that I wanted to present here. But I also want to thank the county's adult probation office, our district attorney as well, our public defender's office, and many, many other organizations in the community that help with these programs and being able to help people stay out of jail, but at the same time, do what they have to do to change their lives, turn them around, and become productive people in the society. So it's really amazing to see all the people there. The auditorium was almost packed this morning. People lined up to get in. So really great to see the impact that the courts have had in the lives of these people. It could have been a lot different outcome had they just said, you know what, you're going to jail and take it here on your own. But what they do is they say, you know what, if you work with us, we'll help you get through this, we'll help you improve your life, and we'll help you move on so you can continue being a productive part of society. So again, kudos to the treatment courts and all the people who work hard to make that possible. That's all I have.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Rivera. We'll move now to Commissioner Lucine Sahelnick.
Thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. Good morning to everybody. There might not feel like spring outside, but certainly we are in May, and May is an important month in our community here in Berks County for many reasons. Let me start with what I think is the most important. So as the chair of elections board, we want to make sure that you're well aware and advised of the dates and what's happening. And so a couple of important dates coming up in May for elections. May 9th is your last day to apply for a mail-in or civilian absentee ballot. May 16th is the last day for the county boards of elections to receive vote-in, mail-in, and civilian absentee ballots. Those must be received by 8 p.m. And of course, May 16th should be circled, highlighted, and starred on your calendars because that is our municipal primary election day. A reminder that you can always tune in on Thursdays. We do try to have a weekly or bi-weekly elections board meeting. That is at 12:15. That is also televised for your convenience. So please tune in and also visit our website. So Berks County, countyofberks.com/election services is going to give you all the important information that you need at your fingertips. We want to make sure you have the resources of voter information, poll worker information, etc. Just another call to action. I know that we had a very good response last week from my announcement of the need for poll workers and judges. So we still always can use individuals. So please contact us, send us an email, call in, and we will make sure to get you the training and the information you need to help and work on Election Day. That being said, there are a lot of plant sales that are happening. There are a lot of community events that are happening. Mother's Day is coming up. Things are popping out of the garden. Our farmer stands are popping up. And I think this is all really unique to Berks County. One thing that I know that I have on my calendar tomorrow is the First Friday event that is returning to the city of Reading and downtown. And so please make sure to tune into that First Friday block party that's being promoted on Destination Downtown Reading. They'll have music, a beer garden, and food. And this is the kickoff for First Fridays of each month from 5 to 9 p.m. I believe it's the 600 block of downtown Reading. So as we move forward, I want to also talk a little bit about economic development, because I think that's a tie-in here in terms of supporting local, buying local, what's happening locally in Berks County. On Friday, I believe it was, Commissioner Leinbach and I think we were bouncing all over the county on Friday, but we both made an appearance at the Greater Reading Chamber Alliance Economic Development Council meeting. And so from that was really a great takeaway. We did get a report on their first quarter of what's happening in terms of economic development. development and their partnership with us for Imagine Berks, but also a nice report from Roll Call, and that is an entity that came in really to look at how we are talking about talent attraction. And a couple of things that I'd like to present to you here is that really the takeaways were very positive. So our key assets in Berks County, as they see us, not as we promote ourselves, is the proximity and access that we have to different things, different regions, different cities, major cities, mountains, beaches, those types of things. Outdoor recreation and natural beauty is a highlight for us. Affordability, diversity of lifestyles is an asset here in Berks County. And we also have major employers and career opportunities, while also maybe getting a slower pace of life in our bucolic Berks County rural communities. And the messaging that we really should be communicating is that we want you here in Berks County. Right? We want you to come here, live here, work here, stay here, learn here. And whatever you're working on, we want to help you with that, right? So, and there's big time job opportunities here, but you can have a small town feel. So I like to say these things because when we say them, we manifest them, right? And so we should all be talking about why Berks County is the best place to be, right? And finally, I want to end on a note from the Regional Reading Airport. As you know, we three commissioners serve as part of the board there of the authority. And there was a great article this week in Business View, and I'm sorry I didn't set myself up for screen sharing. I'll share it somewhere later on a platform socially. But we were featured, our Reading Regional Airport, streamlining for success. So again, what I want you to hear is how other people are talking about our Berks County. It says, flying into 2023 with infrastructure projects taking flight, Reading Regional Airport is meeting aviation demands. Reading, Pennsylvania is a town rich in history when it comes to industry, and yet is mostly known for the railroad and iron mines that once dotted the hills. The railroad may once have held sways, but here time has passed and travel has taken to the skies. This is an incredible article highlighting our airport. And again, we are trying to focus on how we can look and see and discover if this airport can be an economic development catalyst. So again, I'm going to try to share these things in these positive ways about Berks County. I'll do that through our social media platforms, our LinkedIn profiles, and obviously always through the opportunity of our board meetings. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Sahelnik. Several items. Want to note that the Armed Forces Day Parade is coming up. It is on Saturday, May the 20th. It's the 75th anniversary of the Berks County Armed Forces Day Parade, and it is the oldest Armed Forces Day Parade in the United States. It's that way because it began either 2 or 3 years before Armed Forces Day was officially recognized by the federal government. So that's something you want to get on your calendar. It kicks off at 10 a.m. It starts down just past the intersection on Penn Avenue and Coons Funeral Home is the starting point. It goes down Penn Avenue to 3rd Street, turns right on 3rd, turns again, I think it's at 3rd and Spruce, and ends up at the Reading Hospital right next to the doctor's office building. Great event. A lot of promotion this year. Should be a good turnout. I'm going to share my screen. Last evening, I had the privilege of participating in the Virginville Grange open house. Let me pull up the right one here. There it is. And let's see if this comes up. First of all, the entertainment, I've never met this woman. She's from the Kutztown area. She is one of the most amazing ventriloquists I have ever seen. And you might think, oh, that was exciting. It was hilarious. And I can't show you everything that she did, but let's see if we end up with sound.
And I didn't get your name. What's your name? My name is Mark. cursive smart, I do.
This is on a whiteboard.
Great, you saw that one coming. Yeah, you're doing well. I'm doing good. Yeah, listen, we've had such a wonderful evening today at the Grange Open House. That's right. That's right. That's right. Lots of fun and laughter. We had wonderful helpers. That's right. We got to talk about ventriloquism and how much fun it is. And the program needs to go on. What are you doing with it? Say now. What is it that I'm doing with this? You are exactly right. I don't want to go. I just got here. Here's what I'll do. I'm just going to begin by erasing his eyes. Hey, who turned out the lights?
So then
Big, say
she
hello.
did it with 2 kids.
Excellent. Owen, go ahead and say hello. Hey there. Owen, anything you like to do in your spare time? Yep. Good. What's that? I like to sing.
So all she's
You
doing,
like to
she's
sing?
tapping them on the back and then opening closes the mouth.
Carissa, do you like to sing? Excellent. Maybe the two of you could sing together.
So, one of the highlights of the evening, they recognized Grange members for years of membership. This is Gladys Kiefer. 80 years. For 80 years, she's been a member of the Virginville Grange. That the gentleman there is Henry Seidel. Henry is the president of the Virginville Grange. And then here's a guy a lot of us know, Lester Miller. Lester Miller has been a member for 75 years. What was funny, there were some people that were 65 years and 50 years. The 80 and the 75 made those not look that special, but it was really a great evening. And I enjoyed being a part of it. Commissioner Rivera was there. I think Sheriff Weekneck was also there, and Suzanne Myers was there from the Register of Wills office. So I'm going to stop sharing. Just go back here quickly to my notes. And I also wanted to compliment the treatment court. I'm not going to go into all the data, but the data is important to this extent. People ask, why do you do this? And I've already posted up on my social media about the graduation this morning. There are 22 people who are being recognized or were recognized earlier this morning for going through one of several treatment courts, Veterans Court, Mental Health Court, DUI Court, or drug court. And when you look at the impact, Veterans Court, for the past 3 years, a 0 recidivism rate. That's incredible. That's changing lives. That's changing families. When you change the life of somebody that has dealt with these types of issues, you're not just changing their life. You're helping to change the lives of the people around them. And in case we forget it, we're saving money for taxpayers. It costs a lot of money to put people through the court system, even more money and risk when a person has to be incarcerated. These are great stories. One of the people that I saw this morning, Kayla was here last fall. We heard her tell her story of recovery. About a week after that, I saw her at the Why Missing Restaurant and Bakery. I've seen her there many times since. She's got her life turned around. And it's through, in part, the work that the county and the judges, and in this case, it's led by Judge Eleni Geishauser. Prior to President Judge Johnson ascending to the PJ position, she also worked on this closely. But it's the 20th year of our treatment courts, and we're going to continue doing this because they work and they make a difference in people's lives. So congratulations to all of the graduates. So, Lucine, you can mention it.
Okay.
Go right ahead. You remembered it. I didn't. See that? Some
Thank you,
good
Commissioner Lambach. I did. I forgot it.
calendar event
It's
stuff.
one of my tabs that, yes. Okay. So I want to just point out in terms of activities and family-friendly things to do in Berks County, in terms of our Parks Department, Friday, May 5th, we have a full moon hike at 8 p.m., Grings Mill. Saturday, May 6th, we have Women in the Civil War, 11 a.m. at the Heritage Center. Saturday, May 6th, we also have a National Regiment Civil War encampment from 10 to 4 p.m. at the Heritage Center. And then Sunday, May 7th, there's a wildflower walk, 9 a.m. at Grings Mill. So again, just thank you, Commissioner Lambach. I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew, and you can find this information, countyofberks.com, get media. There's a spring book to all of our activities there. Please tune in. Some of them are free and open to the public. Some of them might require registration or a small fee, but it's a really good in planning your weekend ahead. Thank you.
Talking about county events, our ag department, excuse me, has a Sofrito container garden make and take workshop.
Could you say that again, please?
Sofrito, for those of you that don't know what Sofrito is, it's like a condiment that Hispanics use to season the food. So they have a workshop as to how to grow these ingredients in your house and how you make Sofrito. And that is this Saturday, 6th Street here in Reading. And you'll be able to learn how to create your own potted Sofrito garden. Supplies will be provided. You'll be able to share your favorite recipe for it if you have one. So it'll meet others in the community who have the same interest. So I think Barbara was planning on being there if she still can make it. And there will be free pizza and a plan per person that goes. And you can, there's a number here to call. It's actually the flyers on the screen there. So the number's there that you can call, 267-379-3033. So this is a great event. If you like Sofrito and have ever wondered how it's made, want to go to this workshop that we can do it at your own house.
I can put it on pizza.
You can put it on your pizza.
I'm thinking, how about, why don't we do a Sofrito and Scrapple workshop?
Oh,
That'd be good.
I may turn
that down.
You have to put the ketchup on the Scrapple.
Yeah, so I
So,
agree. Ketchup on the Scrapple.
Yep.
Little apple butter on the side, and then some Sofrito. Is there anything else, any other words of wisdom that we can provide before we move on? No, this is good information, and hopefully people realize we do have fun at the same time as we're doing official business. There's nothing wrong with that. I think in government, it wouldn't hurt to have a few more people smiling instead of screaming and yelling at each other. So I think it's a good thing. With that, any comments from our row officers? Hearing none, we will move to public comment. There is no public comment in person and there's none online. So we will close public comment. Is there anything else for the good of the order?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
The meeting stands adjourned.